Hey guys, Richard at Ryden's here doing my latest Star Wars book review. If I keep glancing across because I am currently dog walking, see if getting in that angle. I thought, why not? Got all this time, and yeah, I'm way behind on my YouTube reviews, so let's get to it. Normally I'd have the book in my hand or DVD or whatever, but my dog there. He's just tried eating something disgusting. So stop that. But yeah, back to it. So normally I'd have be in my room with all the pop Funkos and everything behind. But with my dog, got time, why not? Because I feel I'm way behind on the reviews and need to get them uploaded. So yeah, I'll have the book in the pick for this later, but that'll be it. So yeah, this is for the Star Wars book Rogue Planet. So for a start, spoiler reviews, prequel trilogy era Star Wars, and most importantly, so beware of this, because this book is clearly meant to complement the series at the time, but I know not everyone has read it. The New Jedi Order series, let's say the later parts of the New Jedi Order book series. So this is the Star Wars book Rogue Planet, which was written, prequel era, probably somewhere between episode 1 and 2, and of course, New Jedi Order books being written at the time, and from what I've heard, this was just designed to, don't try to be there. Designed to complement it and give a bit more backstory. But to me, the main reason I was always drawn to that book, especially in the early 2000s, which is when I began reading Star Wars, because of the prequels, because the cover was Phantom Menace looking Obi-Wan with the green lightsaber, which of course is Qui-Gon's master from Phantom Menace. So I was meant to read it, never got around to it, and in the last couple of years I've been buying loads of books again. I wanted to go back to some prequel ones, and that was one which I picked up. So yeah, spoilers for prequel era and the New Jedi Order. It will be the entire New Jedi Order books. It's so yeah, if you've not read any of those yet, stop watching this video. I kind of have to mention how New Jedi Order works with this review to make sense, so let's be aware of that. So come on. So yeah, just continue. So basically, in the New Jedi Order, the Yuuzhan Vong, their homeworld, Yuuzhan Tar, which they've basically tried to rebuild. There's another planet called Zonima Sekot, which has got, effectively it's a living planet. It's got these powers which Yuuzhan Vong would love, but yeah, it's basically gone. And the Jedi realise perhaps that planet holds the key to fight against the Yuuzhan Vong, and they get there, contact them. It's highly about Jason, who's getting this view of the Force, speaking different to the others, but not in a bad way. He managed to make contact with them to help the planet, which effectively it does. And then there's when the core of the planet they can take humanoid form is talking to Luke, Jason and the others. They mention the planet mentions how they were visited by two other Jedi, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan years and years ago, and Rogue Planet kind of sets up parts of that story. It's the backstory on it and what happened. So yeah, I see the Jedi Verger, who later disappears completely, but to reappear in these books. She is known to have gone, I think, I should have done this review about 2 months ago, but basically Obi-Wan and Anakin make their way to that planet and investigate it, what's going on. It's it's a good story, Rogue Planet. It weren't the greatest book ever. Of course it's great when Obi-Wan pulls out the green lightsaber. I always wondered what happens to it. Of course people suspect in the original trilogy Luke has a green saber. It could be Qui-Gon's lightsaber crystal that's used, which is a nice touch, but yeah, I don't think they ever showed, at least not from the books I've read, whatever happened to Qui-Gon's lightsaber. So maybe Obi-Wan has it with him all the way through the series or not, or maybe he just donates it at some point in the Jedi Temple. But it's kind of that story. You've got a bit of history. You've got them going there. You've got Anakin discovering more about his power, and it's just a nice little book that fills in a bit of backstory in NJO. If you've not read NJO, it probably wouldn't appeal all that much unless you just wanted the Obi-Wan Anakin relationship. It's a good one, and much like a later book, which I'll be getting into, Approaching Storm, their relationship is actually pretty good. It's a year after Phantom Menace, 2 years after. So Anakin is 11, Obi-Wan is 27, and yeah, they've got a good relationship. Watching Attack of the Clones, spoiler here, they simply don't have a very good relationship. Obi-Wan comes across as way too hard on Anakin. I've never got that. I never really bought into him being way too strict, considering that Qui-Gon being firm but not particularly overly strict with Obi-Wan. And yeah, you kind of got that. Yet here, it's a really strong, French, surrogate father/son relationship. And so for Approaching Storm, you don't really see any bad. Yeah, there's a bit of everyone being strict with Anakin, laying down the law. Remember who's in charge here. But overall, yeah, they just seem really good friends. And it always did upset me that Attack of the Clones, you know, everyone was way too strict on him, and yeah, a lot of people generally agree with that. But there's kind of that in there, and it's a nice bit of a backstory. You got Anakin's power base, so everyone knows how strong he's going to become, and of course, unlike the Sith, the Jedi want their apprentices to become stronger than them, or at least the modern Sith. I'll get into it when I review Darth Bane books one day. How like the Sith is a little bit different. Not every Sith wants their apprentice to become stronger. That's pretty much the majority, but yeah, and of course it's the opposite. Everyone knows how powerful Anakin's going to become, and you know, is glad of it. And yeah, it's a good book. Not a huge amount goes on really. They kind of get a sense of that planet. You know, you got a bit of a cutting from the Jedi Verger, who's a really strong character, especially in the Traitor book with Jason. And yeah, definitely a read, but I think you need to be a big Star Wars fan, and of course mainly you need to have like read the NJO, or at least gotten to what was that last one? It wasn't the Final Prophecy. Yeah, I think it's the Final Prophecy, but it's right towards the end anyway. So yeah, if you've read NJO and basically want more backstory, then by all means read Rogue Planet. If you just simply want, you know, the gaps, you know, with Anakin's relationship, read that as well. It can't really go wrong, but yeah, it's no Heir to the Empire or Darth Plagueis, but very good and if you're worth it. So yeah, so that is it, and I will see you next time.